Let's go.
Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
Habrá algo ahí, a ver, vamos a ver ahí.
Women will be restless.
Bueno, no nos dejan.
Hey ya.
That stench.
Go, go.
Tomarme una de estas. Voy a guardar a ver si es de alguna misión esto.
Hey ya.
Bueno, vamos ahí. Acá me parece que debe ser... Muchas colinas deben haber, me parece. Pero podría venir después por acá atrás. Agarro estos dos, agarro este. Podría entrar por... Bueno, veo, podría entrar por ahí también. Acá se me da que es todo muy... desnivelado, me parece.
Praised be the prophet Levion. Circle him! Circle him! Pathetic. I'll avenge you, comrade! Circles the trap! It's a witcher! Stay together! At least try to!
Come on, come closer. Slow now. Whoa. Faster.
Bueno, acá, claro, ahí está la de la armadura del grifo. Y ese es otro de los fuertes, ¿no? Este es uno de los 3 fuertes. Ya liberamos 2, falta ese. Pero ahora no voy a ir, ahora vamos con el Game Man.
Run, Roach.
Ah, ahí hay un bicho.
Ah!
¿Qué es eso ahora? Perros. Hay más bandidos ahí.
Someone to summon help! Get away!
Se cayó el caballo. ¿Y el otro que desapareció? Ah. No, no llega, no importa. Vamos al siguiente. Mira, yo estoy a punto de llegar a tope. Podría agarrar este y después doy la vuelta así. Ah, tenemos eso también. Bueno, ahora veo, igual voy hacia el sur y después subo.
Hey, ya.
Ay, mira. Un campamento, ¿qué es eso?
Crikey's help! That's charge! Take him for a ride! Watching! Slimy splots of boom!
Bueno, llegué a tope. Estaba pensando... Quizás sigo, en vez de... En vez de ir a vender las cosas. Vamos a seguir así. Hasta... El fuerte no. El fuerte sí, creo que vendo todo y voy con poco peso, pero ahora todo lo que me queda podría hacerlo así, total, no creo que haya que saltar y todo eso. Me voy al sur. Vale, vamos a tener que nadar acá. Pero bueno, hago todo y después venimos al castillo ese.
Come on.
Ahora no se ve de acá.
Slow now. Giddy up.
¿Qué es eso? Kikimoras. campamento. A ver si lo dejo a Sardinilla adentro. Ahí está. Vamos a dejarlo adentro.
Let it get away!
Dog devil. Cheap to low half-breed. I'll avenge you, comrade! Take cover!
My goodness! How I enjoy a good back punch!
Lost your nerve?
Que hay una cueva.
Save me!
Ah, un prisionero. Un prisionero y una cueva. Igual esta persona no es tan importante, no. Pero podría hablar con ella también. Porque no tiene cartas, así que. Ah, quedó un bandido también.
Let's run!
Ah, hay otro ahí.
A billion blighted barrels!
Ah, yo pensé que esto terminaba acá, ¿no? Que era tan grande la cueva.
You saved my life. I thank you. Should you need something, find me at the cockatrice.
En el gallotriz.
You saved my life.
A ver, el gallotriz. Ni idea.
Should you need something, find me at the cockatrice.
Go, go. Come on now.
Se va para allá. ¿Acá será? Ah, y esto nos falta también. Yo tendré que ir ahí, pero a ver. Si va hasta ahí mejor, porque así por lo menos hago eso.
Move it.
O podría ir yo, a ver. Si es ahí, vuelvo, total. No creo que se desvíe, ¿no? Le salieron.
Come on now.
No, no lo veo, ¿dónde estaba?
Come on, Roach. Go, go.
No, este no es gallotriz. Ah, acá, re lejos. Listo, vamos entonces. Igual no va a tener nada relevante. Acá voy a tener que nadar. Hay que cruzar. A ver, creo que es profundo esto, ¿no? Ah, no es tanto.
Get hold of us! At once! You son of a Tartman!
Now, teach you how to go and tweak our Moses.
Nueva misión.
Come on.
Acá sí será hondo, me parece. Bueno, ese lo dejo. Volvemos ahí. Acá no sé si tenemos... Vamos a tener que saltar. Mira, puedo volver acá. Voy a esto. Y después ahí sí vendo todo. Y después hago los otros que me faltan.
Giddy up.
Our deeds in life ring out through all eternity. Vengeance will be mine, in this life or in that to come. I am Maximus Lonius Macronus.
Este era igual que el caballero, el campeón de la misión Obsesión de Caballero. Ah, mira, está arriba. Yo vi la escalera y dije, quizá. Ah, pasadizo secreto y todo. Voy a la... Vamos acá, ahí voy. Esto debe ser una cárcel, algo así, ¿no?
Slower.
Prisión, viste, una prisión. Ah, pero acá no se puede entrar. ¿Y cómo hago?
We'll teach you discipline.
Está bien, no puedo entrar. Ah, debe estar afuera de esto. Para ahí, si me tiro acá me... ¿Qué tengo que ir con? Ah, por barco. Vamos a ir al barco, a ver.
Run, Roach.
Aquí hay un túnel secreto para la prisión. Encuentro una llave. Ah, mira. Pará, me voy a tomar una horca. Uy, esto hay que hacerlo rápido. encontré las ruinas. Y acá, para. No hay salida acá. No, encima tengo... tengo a tope de cosas, no puedo nadar rápido. Bueno, me tomo una... Si empiezo a perder mucha vida, me tomo una de vida. No, me alcanzó igual. Hay que ir a unas ruinas. ¿Dónde es? Bueno, vamos con el barco. Y aparte tengo la poción que me sirve. Estas plantas. Ah, ya había venido acá, sí, sí. Y yo looteé todo, pero claro, no pude abrir algo, seguramente no pude abrir. ¿Y esto? Ah, mira esto. O lo dejé esto, no me acuerdo. Esto no pude abrir. Bueno, ahora creo que iría a vender, ¿no? Sí, voy a vender todo, así vengo acá liviano para hacer esto. A ver. Me conviene, acá me conviene desembarcar ahí. Sí, ya tengo todo. Me faltan estos 3. Y tengo que cobrar la recompensa, a ver. La de... Ah, me faltan 2. Visita. Claro, esto igual... No hay problema. O sí. Bueno, porque me parece que igual cuando terminas todo te paga todo, es lo mismo. Ah, tengo que hacer eso también. Bueno, vamos ahí porque igual nos queda cerca ahí. Después se puede ir al banco también. ¿Cuántos tengo? Sí, tengo un montón. Tengo que ir al banco también. O dejarlo,
Blondie, who blows your porridge when the bears are out to
o
forage?
dejarlo para el final, quizás el banco. Cuando ya tenga todo. Y acá voy con sardinilla porque si no voy a tardar bastante.
Stock the lard. Welcome.
Show me wheat.
¿Qué es esto? Se puede... Estaca de madera. Y esto... Un trasto.
So long.
You shan't find anything better in all Toussaint.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
Greetings. What do you have on?
No, casi recupero todo el oro que gasté de que llegué a esta DLC casi.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
No, me voy a poner este. No, este. Esto lo dejo.
Greeting. What do you have on?
Good luck on the path.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
From the shortcuts. Be careful you do not. A returning.
Let me see what you... So long.
From the shortcuts. Be careful you do not trample any herbs. Devils take you.
Our little Annie has...
Reginald Aubrey has returned, not to be missed. Buy your tickets
Patrolling on an
now.
empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Acá está el banco, ¿no? Bueno, vamos... Está cerrado, seguro.
A witcher. That can only mean trouble.
Bueno, ya que estamos... a las 8 habría.
You'd best behave, friend. You're in the clears.
Yes? You sir?
Always.
Look at his facing lungs. A real witcher.
Welcome to Janfanel.
I'd like to check...
By all means.
Come by later.
Effort just...
Our bank is the pride of all Beauclair.
Hunter, such to be honest. Every last man Jackie.
Kiss a dog's ass.
Ah,
Fiddlesticks, these numbers don't add up the way I'd like. Greetings, knight. I've heard reports of feats of great bravery. Thus, please accept this reward for your dedication, sir.
1000 créditos.
Well, see you later.
Go in peace for a night.
1000 coronas. Yo pensé que nos iban a dar más.
Behold the Tawny's victor.
Bueno, a ver la misión esa. Encuentra el estudio. Bueno, voy a hacer esa misión. Que está como quedó colgada.
What's new, mon ami?
I think I'm catching something. Oh. I think I'm catching something.
Come on, Roach.
Bueno, me quedan dos, me queda eso. Ya la marco. Primero voy a ir a estos de acá y después vamos al castillo. Hay otra cosa también que... Ah, tenemos que ir ahí, ¿Para qué lo voy a marcar? Tenemos que ir ahí también. Lo voy a dejar marcado. Ahora que estamos acá voy a hacer esto. Pero tenemos que ir ahí también, Que no fui. Y después... No, ahí ya fui. Porque hay misiones que no te salen en ningún lado. Tenés que ir al lugar y ahí te sale. Y sí, es el único lugar que me falta ir es esta. Ya pasé por todos lados. Ahí en el fuerte ese es donde está el tercer bandido que me falta. Caballero en apuro. Ah, claro. Las últimas dos que me quedan están acá.
Saved my life. I shall never forget it. Remember, Witcher, history is wrote by those who can hang heroes.
¿Tengo los extractos? No, me olvidé encima. Me olvidé de tomar los extractos. El otro que me queda también es de la... Esta es la de los caballeros y después ya... Me van a dar la recompensa final, no sé cuánto es. Vamos a dejarlo acá.
You maggot-bummed freak!
Ahora vengo acá. Acá, buenísimo. Que vengan acá.
Stay together!
Bueno, ahí está marcada la misión. Vamos al fuerte.
Faster. Move it.
Por acá no es entonces. Me volé la cabeza.
Abandoned castle mired near Dark Legend. Dream hideout for bandits. Shut up.
Never you fear. You shall soon this beautiful death! What the cattle tickets?
The hell in his eyes. Easy.
Allá había otro, pero esos son medio aleatorios los que andan a caballo.
There's something here. Need to use the eye.
Acá debe estar la escuela del grifo. Antes de tomar el castillo, podría ir ahí. Un cristal. No, eso quiere decir que hay que abrir un portal.
Damn it.
Si hay que abrir un portal... Si hay que abrir un portal, mejor... vinieron todos acá.
What now, you piece of milk?
Sí, me la repusieron. Bueno, estábamos acá. Seguramente hay que abrir un portal, así que vamos, ¿no? Vamos a hacer esto y...
Cattle snitches! It's a witcher!
Magic! Sorcery of some kind! Faster! Faster!
Damn it.
¿Pero por qué está? No, está bugueado.
Maggot-bummed freak!
Acá. Estaba bugueado. Vinieron los refuerzos. Pasa que me hacía todos ataques fuertes, yo no quería ataques fuertes.
Magic! Sorcery of some kind!
Son of a tart-munch!
You still starting structure! Magic! Sorcery of some kind!
The whole of us! At once!
Me equivoqué, coño.
Hacker up!
Me equivoqué de poción.
The whole of us! At once!
Now! Now! Don't take it! Watch it!
Bueno, vamos otra vez. Que vengan los refuerzos, que vengan todos.
The whole of us! At once!
Otra vez está bugueado.
Damn it.
You maggot-bummed freak! Kill him! You son of a tart-munch!
Ahí está. Ahí vienen los refuerzos.
You carried me! Here he comes!
Magic! Sorcery of some kind!
Cattle snitches! It's a witcher! You maggot-bummed freak! Take him alive!
Hostia.
Burn my britches!
Magic! Sorcery of some kind!
Kill him! You son of a tart-munch!
I'll take you from the neck!
Mopsy!
You dare to get after me? Me?
Take cover!
My goodness! How?
The whole of us! At once!
Left! Gully!
You maggot-bummed freak!
You really Grey Gallet. What? Curses. Yeah. Watch it. Cannot let him get away.
Cut those snitches! It's a witcher!
Oh, not gonna.
Bueno, acá estará el líder. O acá, a ver. O estará acá, me parece que está. Ah, acá está la... Yo la verdad que ni lo vi al tipo que lo fue a prender, pero me da igual porque prefiero más, es más divertido cuando... Es más divertido cuando hay más enemigos. Bueno, y el jefe está acá. Lo mato y después voy a ver lo de la escuela, la armadura de grifo, porque antes de salir del lugar, antes de que lleguen las tropas de la duquesa. Ah, todavía hay más, ¿Y esto?
Groin gripper.
Hay más todavía. Claro, este es otro lugar alternativo, ¿no? A ver. Uy. Si me caí ahí, sí, ya. Si me caí ahí, se terminaba la partida. Claro, es como otro lugar. Acá no se sube, ¿no? Otra forma de subir, mirá. Ah, no, pero me parece que no. Mira que apareció otro. Acá está el líder.
My goodness! How I enjoy a good back punching. That move. Prepare to be thoroughly flabbergasted! Magic! Sorcery of some kind!
Mirá, llegué a tope. Solamente saqueando este castillo y dos... Estos dos cosas de acá y este castillo ya me sobrepasó el peso.
Here he comes! A hero! Gerard's dream!
Bueno, hay una romera abajo, a ver si le vendo. Si me despejo un poco y tengo que hacer la del grifo. Yo pensé que había que salir del castillo, apenas bajé ya. Llegaron los soldados de la duquesa.
See, you're the Duke of this, the Duke of that, you're the Duke of Dog
Master Witcher! Might I have a moment, please?
Unbeatable bargains. Preferential financing from the Cianfanellis on every armor purchase. Most honored Witcher, the slaughter of Filbert Fourfingers von Witten. Quite the feat. You've my respect and gratitude forever and always. He'd squatted in those ruins for months, him and that Hans of his. Whoever they captured alive lived to regret not having been cleaved in battle.
Managed to assemble a pretty good bunch of men.
Refuse from all the world. Bandits, degenerates, thrown like flies to doo-doo. It's good you felled them to a man. You've my gratitude, and good prices for all time here.
Seems the Hansa was prepared for a long siege.
Oh yes, The rats had woven quite the nest. Some knights errant took swipes at them, but cracked their claws on those ruins.
Not surprised. Von Witten turned that rubble into a fortress, with a ballista in the lower courtyard, no less.
Well, that machine was most like there to fight off the winged lizards. A whole host live in these hills. Alert eye on the sky at all times, Witcher.
Your goods. Mind if I have a glance? Thanks. Farewell.
Good luck on your path.
Bueno, por lo menos me aligeré. Vamos a ver la de la escuela del grifo. Cerrar la puerta. ¿Y para qué la quiero cerrar?
So the Witcher was taken somewhere via portal. Now to activate the portal, see where it drops me. I hate portals. Damn it.
Son más blandos los Otra vez me pone esto.
Back of the diagram, Jerome made a note. Moreau eventually came to terms with his son being a Witcher.
¿Para dónde estoy? Esta cueva ya había ido. Cada vez que salimos de ahí arriba. No había manera de ir ahí arriba antes. de vuelta este. Ah, pero antes había aparecido otro. Este es otro. Bueno, a ver, las de caballero solucionar visita. Y ya está. Ya no me quedarían más misiones secundarias. En realidad sí, me queda una. Esta de acá. Hay que ir ahí también. Mira, podría ir directo ahí. Así hago la misión y después vendo todo. Una vez que ya me voy a la principal.
Giddy up. Move it. Something's not right.
Ah, sigue diciendo eso por la lamia que está acá, pero que está bugueada. No hace nada la lamia.
What do you want of me, spirit? Give me peace, peace. What makes you insist on me as
Esta
your
misión,
victim?
¿ves? Si no hubiera venido acá, no, me la perdía. Eso rojo lo voy a dejar, por si es parte de la misión.
You're tormented. By what?
Forgive me, but I must ask directly. Are you a man? I no longer trust my senses.
Not exactly. I'm a witcher. Quite a few folk think I don't deserve to be classified as a member of the human species. Know some personally.
A witcher? But no, nor can you help me.
We'll see. Just tell me what the problem is.
A foulness, a demon or wraith haunts me, grants me no rest. It wants something. I sense this, but know not what. Each day it appears, tarries, then leaves. It's here now, there, beyond the trees.
Don't see a thing.
Of course not. It cannot be seen.
Yet you see it?
Only when I drink the brew, which brings a pain to my head, nausea. But I endured these to keep an eye on the wraith, my tormentor.
This demon of yours, can you describe it?
It is an enormous horse, its hoofbeats pounding in the dark. It gallops to me, stops, stares, then runs on.
Sure it's not just a wild horse, run-of-the-mill?
The creature is not of this world. When it gazes at me, a terrible chill pervades my soul. It is evil condensed, its eyes black, void. Each time it comes, terror grips me, I cease what I'm doing, still my breath and heart.
What's your brew made of? Gotta wonder what's causing such strong visions. You drop in some mushroom, jumper tub, dancing dewlap?
Close. The common grey top. I see you know your herbs.
Grey top? Variety's extinct if I recall correctly.
Nearly, but not quite. I was able to grow a few from dried spores. I'd hoped a brew of grey top would reveal this nightmare. I was not wrong.
Far as I know, grey top produces some powerful side effects. Though it can, in fact, reveal the hidden, the immaterial.
Yes, I see the evil. Better that than to know it is there, but not know where.
Need to talk about how much I'll get paid first.
Is it gold you want?
Orens or Novigrad crowns. Florins will work too.
I've none of any coin. I've nothing, in fact. Just potatoes in the cellar. A good crop this year. Tend to this quickly, completely, and several sacks will be yours. Agreed?
If that's the case, no pay required. Need those potatoes more than I do. Fine. You seem sure something's out there. I'll see what I can do. Start by taking a look around.
Fantasmas equinos. A ver, vamos a ver la...
Dead moths. Attracted to some ghosts like to the light of a candle. Seems there's at least some truth to the hermit's ravings. Common grey top. Strong hallucinogen. Thought extinct. Don't often get to see that. Drops of blood on the pillow. Trail of them leading to the window. Shutters closed tight. Need to check the other side, see if the trail continues. Trail of blood starts at the pillow, ends here. Medallion's still vibrating.
You were very late. It looked at you, then galloped into the woods.
Something drinks the hermit's blood at night. That I know. Gotta talk to her. Maybe she can tell me something more.
Witcher.
Heard flagellants whip themselves to atone for all humankind's wrongs. To appease the gods, gain their forgiveness. That why you do it?
We've each our own reasons. I seek to atone for the suffering of a living being, which once fell victim to another's vanity. I care not for humankind, preferring instead the company of animals.
Most likely some kind of wraiths tormenting you. Can't tell what kind, though. Felt weak, spent lately? Notice bite marks on your skin?
As I said, I feel weaker by the day. And bites, of course. There are lice and midges here aplenty.
This isn't lice. Something much bigger drinks your blood while you sleep.
But I do not sleep. Not a wink. He's always present, always watching. I cannot bear it any longer.
Sadly, not much I can do. Can't exterminate it if I can't see it.
The grey top. I shall make a brew of it for you. I've 2 mushrooms left. Enough for 1 dose. Perhaps then you'll see what I do.
This mushroom, even in me, could produce some nasty, unpredictable side effects.
True. There is no knowing how Great Top would affect a mutated body.
A proper brew could be our only chance to figure this out. All right. High time we tried this. If I start muttering something about unicorns or sorceresses, ignore it. See no wraith.
Wow, this clover's amazing. Now that's what I call a bouquet.
Who said that?
Oh, you're awake. Had me worried. You were out way too long. Even considered giving you some white honey. Kinda hard to do with hooves, though.
Roach? Your voice. It's, interesting. Gotta say, I expected a young mare to sound, girlish.
Based on what? Your vast experience with talking animals? Far as I know, I'm your first.
Good point. Must be the brew that did this. Interesting side effect.
Great, isn't it? You should take this stuff more often. Got so many pointers I could give you.
Can't, sadly. Drinking this too often could prove fatal. Hey, know how you always show up when I whistle? How's that work exactly?
Well, you're my human. Gotta be there when you need me. Yes, I'll be there for you, ooh, as the world falls down.
Still kinda strange. How you cross the ocean when I call sometimes, but then get hung up on the tiniest fence. What's that about?
What can I say? Everyone's got limits.
Esta es una crítica al propio juego, que se traba en cualquier lado.
Listen, got this contract I need to finish before the brew wears off.
Right, monster won't slay itself. Let me see. First up, I need to know what we're dealing with. Follow me, and try not to trample any plants or small animals. Geralt, we gotta inspect this area closely. I'll look for clues. You stand there and... well, just stand.
Right.
Will you look at that?
Don't see anything here.
These are hoof prints. Not just any old horses either. These were left by an astral being. Otherworldly. We gotta follow them.
El caballo resuelve el caso este.
Geralt, look! This here's definitely a clue.
Dead moths often mean a phantom's nearby.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Now, what about the smell? Same whiff I caught at the cemetery in Vizima when we were hunting ghouls.
The smell of death.
Smells normal to me. Not taking me for a ride, are you?
Seriously?
Ah, este es el símbolo celta antiguo, la triqueta. Va, no es la triqueta, pero es
All right.
similar.
Now I know what we're up against. Right, Geralt. Let's sum up what we know so far.
We're dealing with some kind of wraith or phantom, most likely. It visits the hermit at night, drinks her blood. Even if we manage to find it, I've got no idea how I could possibly fight it.
Geralt, please, I got this. It's definitely an Umbra, an immaterial wraith. This one's assumed the form of a horse.
An Umbra actually makes sense. Umbrae are completely invisible, even to Witchers. But how can you be sure?
Because it's not invisible to me, Doofus. It's right over there. It's getting away! Come on, Witcher! Hop in the saddle! Gotta catch it! There's the Umbra! Let's go, Geralt! After it! Hey! Gotta save my strength a bit. No telling how long we're gonna need to keep running. Geralt, we gotta have a man to horse top. No offense, but your riding skills, they leave a bit to be desired, buddy. You'd really do me a solid if you could, apply a slightly surer hand. Be a little more decisive about where you want me to go. Sometimes I got no idea, buddy. Do I go left, right, toward where I'm standing?
Yeah, it'd be great if you could respond more fluidly to my commands.
Hey, heard this one? Horse walks into a tavern, and the innkeeper says, "Hey, pal, find the long face." Ah! Let's not lose sight of that Umbra. Can you see it now?
Yeah, it's right there. Run, Roach.
What the fuck do you think I'm doing?
As long as we're being candid, I gotta ask, why do you sometimes buck me off in the middle of a fight?
First I've heard. Don't recall that ever happening.
Of course you don't.
Melted into thin air. Oh, fuck! Geralt, watch out! Good gods! What's the demon here? Help!
Marcello Clarici, Knight. Died last year. But more or less the same age as our hermit. Seems his spirit's become a horse-shaped umbra that's tormenting Penastri.
Why are you telling me this? I can read and draw my own conclusions.
Thinking aloud, that's all. Helps me focus.
Geralt! It's the Umbra! Attack!
Let me explain.
Talk, but make it fast. Why are you tormenting the Hermit?
She torments me, refuses to forgive me. I'm denied peace in the afterlife, and it's all her doing. Each day I come and beg her for clemency.
Beg her for clemency? You drink her blood, drive her mad with fear.
I don't know how to explain it, but yes, a monstrous force takes me. Though I also know I'll not have peace till the day Pinastri forgives me.
You and the Hermit, how do you know each other?
We met as babes, grew up side by side. I loved her. Yet she was always sad. Nothing could cheer her. The world terrified her. I thought her gloom came from being poor. So I did my damnedest to take us from our village, make us a better life elsewhere. Became a squire, took her with me to the palace. But Pinastri soon learned nobles are no more decent than peasants, not a speck. Once even I'd grown vile to her eyes, she fled the palace and joined the flagellants. I left the court to be near her, yet she cast me off. Said she didn't want to know me. When the whip-bearers proved too hard-hearted for her too, she became a hermit. I see it clearly now, though I never understood her while alive. From the grave's dark depth, the living are bright, sharp flares. You see all their thoughts at once. Now I understand why she had to cast me off.
She's full of rage. Probably what turned you into an Umbra. Why take the form of a horse?
A horse? What do you mean? Each day since I died, a power lifts me from my grave and makes me run. Then I return with blood in my mouth. I don't know what this is, how it comes to pass, but I do know the torment will continue until she forgives me. But she sees me as a horse, you say?
Seems so. Same way I saw you. Must have hurt her something awful if she refuses to forgive you, would rather see you suffer. What did you do?
To her? Nothing. But my horse, I flogged it to death. Pinastri, she saw this. Proud stallion, my Blaze. But he was a bucker, and tossed me during a tourney. One I'd wanted to win badly. Pinastri had been so glad they'd let me stand. Me, a peasant's son. I wanted to win it for her. But that horse made me lose. Rage overcame me. I struck and struck until at last he fell. Oh, the regret. I beg you, forgive me. Absolve me in Blaze's very name.
Can't forgive you for that. Not in my power.
But your horse could? Please, I'd do anything. I'm desperate. Help me. Noble mare, forgive me my sin.
Could free his spirit, pardoning him on behalf of his horse. But you shouldn't do it if you don't think he deserves forgiveness.
Did a rotten thing. Got no excuse. Your horse was loyal. Did the best damn job he could. 'Cause that's how we horses are.
True. I know I deserved what befell me.
But we aren't vengeful, don't hold grudges, don't dwell on being left in monster-infested woods. So, in your poor Blaze's name, I forgive you.
Oh, thank you. I feel it's incredible. Such relief, such lightness.
All right then. Guess we might as well head back. Penastri's nights ought to be ghost-free from now on. Anything to add, Geralt?
Nope. Let's go see her. Phantom's gone. Shouldn't torment you ever again.
I felt a change. I did. As if I'd been released from a cramped, dank cellar. I had come to believe no one could help me. I'm grateful, Witcher.
Ought to thank my horse, actually. Phantom's departure, mostly Roach's doing.
Then I thank you too, noble creature.
Gotta admit, easy peasy with our powers combined. So, what now? We hit the path? Right to the nearest notice board? Rustle up another contract?
Exactly. Though, effects of the bruise waning. I can feel it. Won't be able to understand you soon.
Ah, that's horseshit. I mean, I got so much more I want to tell you, and...
Clever beasts, horses. Farewell, Witcher.
That's it, Roach.
Ya estaría todo. Ya tendré que centrarme en la principal. Creo que me queda esta, cobrar el pago, y ya tendré que ir a la principal. A ver acá. ¿Cuánto tengo? Ah, vamos a cobrar eso, voy a vender todo y yo me preparo para la trama principal.
strolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Welcome.
Show me where you... So long.
A este gran maestro herrero.
Greetings.
Creo que le queda poco oro. Le queda poco. Igual si lo acabo me voy a con el otro herrero. No hace falta que medite. Sí. A ver, una que valga menos. 100. A ver, esto.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Vamos con el herrero que está por acá. Ah, ¿para qué pasó acá?
Are returning?
Let me see what you... So long.
On the shortcuts. Be careful you do not trample any herbs.
¿Dónde están? A ver.
Long live Duquesa Anna Henrietta.
Ahí arriba.
The best.
Show me...
No hace falta que deje estas cosas. Total, mira, nunca tuve tan poco peso. Ah, tengo que vender esto. ¿Y esto? No me lo deja vender esto. Este objeto no se puede vender.
Farewell.
No, see
Bueno,
you later.
Al banco no hace falta que vaya porque tengo poca moneda para cambiar. Tengo que ir a cobrar esto. A ver si se termina esto. O habrá más misiones, no sé. Capaz que se termina, ¿no?
143 Kenneth 2. Greetings, Knight. My clerks have brought word of heroic deeds on your part. Please accept this compensation for your toil, good sir.
Que son 100 coronas por cada cosa. Y ya está esto. Terminamos. Nuevo objeto recibido, un blasón.
Well, see you later.
Go in peace for a night.
Un blasón medio, ¿no? Para poner en la casa. No, esto es una misión. No, no sé. Me dio como algo, pero no... Ah, un trofeo. No, no. Sigo con el que tengo. Bueno, vamos a seguir con la trama. Voy a echar otra vez un repaso. Un repaso por el mapa. Acá había ido, creo que sí. No me acuerdo.
Here he comes, a hero, Grad's dream.
Quiero revisar ahí y ya vamos a la misión principal.
Faster.
Si no hay nada, bueno, volvemos. ¿Dónde era? Vamos ahí. La duquesa me está esperando hace horas que me...
Witcher, hurry.
My men stand ready. Say the word and we will make for Fort Astra. It is time to catch these wine thieves.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal. Relax. Now we wait.
Ah, our favorite vintner. It's not him.
Cut off his escape!
Me están reteniendo. A ver. Igual me equivoqué de posición.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Don't need to like each other. Just gotta do our jobs.
If that's how you wish to treat it. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Wait, she here?
I hope you did not think I would leave this to you alone, especially when every hour could prove essential. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. He doesn't wish to speak. He needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he is all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to town.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning. The port warehouse where the wine was delivered. We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place. A residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Bueno, tenemos que ir a una fiesta como cuando fuimos con Tris, algo así.
I should double the patrols, just in case.
No me suelen gustar estas misiones, siempre cuando se hace una fiesta.
Good luck. I hope you get the bastard.
Hay que ir a comprarle ropa al de acá. Ya tengo 5 puntos, ¿no? Ah, no, 4. A ver. Tenemos algunos mutágenos, ¿no?
La bière de Gwent.
Yo creo que antes de ir a la fiesta... ¿Listo? ¿Dónde salieron estos?
Didn't look like locals. Damien's right. I'm a hunted man.
Ah, me están buscando. Claro, quieren cobrar la recompensa.
Should the beast you espy, tell the commander.
Welcome back.
All just...
I'm more.
Me voy a comprar el más caro. Este era el de elegante de Claire, que viene con este y el pantalón. Son los dos iguales. Ah, no, este. Son los dos iguales y este vale. Voy a comprar este. Ah, y los zapatos ya lo...
Thanks. Think that's all I need.
Ever your servant, sir.
Esto es ropa ligera. No tiene nada de... Bueno, los guantes me los dejo porque te los permiten los guantes. Ponte una toalla y ya me lo hice. O me tengo que sacar los guantes, pará. No, no sé qué pasa. Ponte una toalla.
All just...
I'm more.
Una máscara también. Máscara. Capaz que la máscara también,
Thanks. Think that's all.
Ever your
Creo
servant,
que ya
sir.
tenía una, pero bueno. A ver. No, tampoco. Tiene que ser el Disgardiano, a ver.
All just...
Uno de estos, entonces.
Thanks.
Ever your servant, sir.
No, está re bugueado esto, ¿no? Si no, vamos así.
Out of my way.
Capaz que... Ah, que acá me compré 2 botas al pedo, Ah, ahí está. Sí, la máscara me parece que es necesaria porque son como las fiestas que hacen los Illuminati, que se ponen las máscaras.
Nice tune.
Como la que hacen los Rothschild.
Reginald Aubrey has returned, not to be missed by your
Voy a meditar, así se me va.
Late. Why does that not surprise me?
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Ah, bueno, no doy.
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belont.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Koviri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Centrian.
Participa en los entretenimientos. A ver, vamos a marcar esta entonces.
Please do not disturb.
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
Ah, directamente agarro, a ver.
All have anyone
Ah, agarro y empiezo a tirar.
even you. Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well,
Quite the noble color. Splendid. The sky over Toussaint before a storm.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
Hay que tirar todos los colores, ¿no?
That green, lush and furred.
A veces está bugueado, ¿no? Tendría que quedar arriba el color.
And to wine! Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different yellow. Why ever yellow?
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
I got it! It's the Sorrento!
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blood is all I see.
Freeing a stone something soul requires great precision.
Y yo no tengo más. Lanza las bolas de pintura. Dice que hay 3 más, pero...
Please do not disturb. One false move,
¿Qué dice ahí?
ruinous to the entire community.
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
True talent hates like
Ah, esto es tomar, beber,
the
¿no?
great bois. But he's a
Absinthe. The preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
This painting, it's rather... It's very... This is definitely done. Let's go.
Your thoughts, as you've made no effort to understand.
Está
It's a
flotando
metaphor
la...
of the constant struggle for power and influence.
Ah, estos son los...
What else will they think
Los
of?
mudos.
If they can't agree, they ought to cut
Está
the line.
flotando en la alfombra el Ophir. ¿Y acá qué tengo que hacer? Hay que hacer algo acá. Ah, cortar la cuerda. A ver, y se me pone adelante. ¿No?
true talent paints like the great.
The great one.
Esto es arte abstracto.
Venture beyond the bounds of cognition. Color is but the shadow of deliberations on the nature of existence. It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
I beg your pardon.
True talent paints like the great.
Me parece que estos círculos son de la otra parte de la misión, así que todavía no voy a ir ahí. Vamos a hacer los eventos.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Sheba, Saraba, Durandum, Kalabathista, Saveshkahi, Beshkahi Ka.
Ah, how beautiful. The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
Good health.
Greetings. About to burst from a surfeit of beauty.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Ah, esto.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
Este en Año Nuevo los tiran también, o en Navidad. Bueno, ya está. Vamos a ver si encontramos a la mujer esta.
Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's all about too pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, pretentious. I was prepared for all...
The great wow. But he's a dance.
Do not disturb! Shoo, shoo!
It's the right flower.
Of course it is! A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still! You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
Ahora se arrepiente,
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it. But I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. A heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
The Great One.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. Gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
The shadow of deliberations on the nature of existence. It is irrelevant to its ultimate meaning.
It's very bloody colorful, that's what.
Ignoramus.
Esto es una puerta.
It must be someone famous, I tell you. Such talent. Exceptional, true. Would I ever love to meet him? It's a shame that I can't.
Need I remind you, it's now that it
Aren't they even? Because the right cup seems somewhat tired to me.
It's fine. Relax. Master Bouveau is a
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come. We must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs. That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soiree to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Me sacaron los guantes.
balcony. Bloody handprint. It's his. Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too. Must have climbed this ladder.
Ah, acá está cerrado.
Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it, hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this, must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle.
Ah, mira.
Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Hunting knife, richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Locked. No key in sight. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out, fall out. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail. I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
fell out of the window.
Just so.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Marcha. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Sienna knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Sienna received it from father as a gift, at a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl. Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Sienna is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only 2 options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. What might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Qué interesante, ¿eh?
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith. An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Oriana. She really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Mm-hmm. Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Detlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
Menos mal que no le dijimos que es el asesino.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Bueno, ahora me puedo equipar mi armadura.
Spittoon! Hospital!